Welcome to Sounds and States, the All Things Putin edition. Even after the fall of communism in the 1990s, Russia still finds itself at odds with the West and a central polarizing figure in politics and regional conflicts. After the collapse of the communist state led to political and social and economic upheaval in the 1990s, Russia's regional expansions and global conflicts continue to challenge their economy and society in general. There's been a dramatic drop in political and economic legitimacy as Russia continues to be led in an increasingly illiberal regime under Vladimir Putin. While Russia's massive landmass contains a wealth of resources, most of it is inaccessible and frozen in the undeveloped regions to the east and in Siberia. Its population and development is almost exclusively along the western border. Russia's historic and persistent need for a warm water port has created ongoing tension and a drive for expansion over the centuries, and even today. Since the collapse of the Soviet Union, independence movements and Russia's attempt to control its borders has led to numerous wars and political struggles. Modern Russian history begins in 1917 when the Russian Revolution ended centuries of Tsarist rule in Russia. Following World War II in 1945, the USSR emerged as a world superpower, a role it still holds today. In 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev became the last leader of the Soviet Union. He attempted to fix the country's economical, political, and social problems with various reforms, but to no avail. In 1989, the Berlin Wall fell, marking the beginning of the end of the Soviet Union. And in 2000, Vladimir Putin was elected to the first of his many terms as Russian president. Under Putin, Russia has sought to reclaim territory and expand its global power once again. Most recently, Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022. Russia does have a constitution and does have three branches of government. Technically, it is a semi-presidential system with a directly elected president who then appoints the prime minister. However, Putin continues to manipulate term limits and elections to retain office. Legislative elections are a mix of direct and proportional systems, whichever tends to benefit the party of Putin, United Russia, the most. And the judicial branch is used to enforce a system of rule by law to control political opponents and any other citizen-led initiatives. Russia's large population is ethnically and linguistically diverse, mostly due to control of areas under the former Soviet Union. There is some freedom of religion, but the Russian Orthodox Christian Church is the dominant one. It is a one-party dominated political system with many second and third party spoiler parties. Opposition parties are tolerated, but they are heavily controlled. Elections are neither free nor fair and are widely viewed as corrupt. Free speech, protest, and the media are all heavily censored and controlled, and powerful oligarchs hold a vast majority of the wealth and political power in the country. NGOs do exist for issues like health and the elderly, but others and anything related to the environment or human rights are heavily censored, controlled, or even declared as foreign agents. Putin's continued stranglehold on the presidency feeds continuing distrust of the national government and of elections themselves. Any opposition to his government results in arrest, prosecution, and other attacks on rivals and protests. And the ongoing war with Ukraine has devastated the Russian economy and resulted in hundreds of thousands of injured or killed Russian soldiers. Externally, Russia's continuing expansion into the Ukraine, Crimea, and Chechnya has also created international condemnation and sanctions, further hurting the Russian economy and its standing in the world. And trade with other regimes, such as North Korea, China, and Iran, have limited any global support. Thanks for watching. Copies of this presentation and other course country basics can be found on Substack for Sounds and States. And be sure to check out the other course country videos here on the YouTube channel.